Happy Wednesday, beautiful people. Let me turn this music down. Oh, I think I went from turning it down to like turning it off. Oof, hold on. Okay, let me put myself on the screen. Technical challenges today. Okay. How are you guys doing? Hello. I think I can close this. As usual, I'm getting settled in. So let me do this. Let me go to the comments to see what's going on. Happy Wednesday, beautiful people. We are live streaming from YouTube as well as Twitch. For those of you who are watching the replay, thank you. My name is TaptheSoul, and you are here at Wednesday. Behind my smile, in conversation with you, take a minute, hump day vibes. We're just going to jam for a bit, and then I'm going to send you guys off on your way to go and party with a DJ somewhere in these Twitch streets. So I am going to, I'm going to hydrate on cue, and then I'm going to get myself settled in. So I know that we are starting a little bit late. I like to give everybody a few minutes to get settled in while I'm getting myself from corporate mode to hang with you mode. So let me hydrate. There's something missing in this. Sorry, as you saw me flipping through screens, I'm trying to be a little bit more robust with my Stream Deck. I'm not there yet. So I'm trying to figure out how to put everything in and still learning along the way. So it's been trial and error, but I will, yeah, there's, I think 2 flyers that I'm missing out of this. Okay, so now that I've hydrated, I think I'm ready to go. Let's see who is in this chat. It's only right that I start with the one and only, Your Majesty Apple Blossom. Thank you for being here. My day was busy as well. It was, yeah, it could have been busier, but I was probably, you know, socializing when I should have been working more. Not really. I was multitasking. So yeah, it was good. I wanted an afternoon nap and I didn't get one in. So I'm feeling a little like this will be a light session today, and I will probably hit the pillows early. So thank you for being here as always. Those of you who are not already doing so, although she doesn't stream, you never know what can happen in the future. Please be sure to follow my fabulous mod, Miss Apple Blossom. And I don't even know if I kept Twitch open. I didn't, but I will be sure to give you a shout out as soon as I can figure out how to get into my own stream. Those of you who are here today, as I keep scrolling and finding some names, let me know how your day went, how you're feeling, what you're up to. Yeah, I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling, At least I'm not singing Baby Shark, so there's hope for me today. So once again, if you're not already doing so, please be sure to follow my mod, Apple Blossom. Thank you as always for your support. Who else do we have here? Let me take a look. See. Oh, I still went to T.E. Dennis. It's so nice of you to join us. Those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to follow T.E. Dennis. Yesterday, she participated in the Drop the Mic Strong Queen raid that is presented by Kicks by Six. And she shared her story, and I'm glad she finally shared her story because I had also reached out to her quite some time ago, hoping to have her on my couch here with me. Either way, I'm glad that she took the time and had the courage to show just how strong of a queen she is and represented and shared her experience. And I know people say, you know, whatever they said yesterday in that stream, T.E. Dennis, about how your name is to be pronounced, and you clarified on the mic that it's still supposed to be T. Dennis because of your initials. I am looking in the camera when I say this just so there's no confusion. I am going to continue calling you T.E. Dennis because it just rolls perfectly. And yeah, and I'm sure other people are probably going to do it too, so I'm not going to be that special by doing it. but I really appreciated listening to your story. I was sitting there quietly. I made sure I chimed in towards the end just so you knew that I was there. You shared some details that I didn't even know about diabetes, and I have diabetes, so I'll be mindful of some of those things that could pop up along the way. But I really want to, I don't know if Six Boss or you recorded it and you've posted it anywhere, but if it is posted somewhere, please let people know where they can find it so they can catch the replay if there is a replay. I know that you'll be turning on your stream, I believe, next week, Tuesday. Those of you who are not doing so, please be sure to follow T.E. Dennis. The Vibe Tribe will be coming live on her channel next week, Tuesday. And I'm sure she'll be continuing to share her story, her journey, and take you through the vibe of what she is all about. So let me continue scrolling, and as usual, I'm slow on the scroll, so you guys are probably so used to this by now, you're just rolling your eyes and waiting for me to get to a comment. So who else do we have here? Makiba, hello, it's your first time tuning in, and I see your name through the Twitch street, so thank you for joining. I don't even know what I call Wednesdays right now, so normally it is In Conversation with TaptheSoul, and I normally have a guest. I've been slowing down on that as I was winding down 2023 and ramping up for 2024. So there will be some guests coming in the month of February. I do have some things already lined up, just trying to finalize on the dates. But thank you for being here. On Sundays, I also do, what do we call Sundays? Behind My Smile. And we might do Behind My Smile today, maybe. But Sundays is really just, Sundays at 8, it's just to kick back and chill. I live stream on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you're not able to catch it here, you can always catch the replay on YouTube at a later date. So thank you. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. If you stream, because I don't think you stream, but if you do, can you let me know? Because we want to make sure that we give you a shout out if you are a streamer. Who else do we have here? You had a great day. Let me pin this. Had a great day. Appointments done. Family. Mama Bear. Yeah. You spoke about your mom, and it was beautiful. It's something to go through, sharing your story publicly, but it's really something to go through the journey in itself. And as you're talking about the story, you start to really see just how resilient and strong you are. And you already know this, and I know you had some family members that were in the stream yesterday also echoing the words. But it really is beautiful for people to hear our stories. A lot of the reasons why I wanted to do In Conversation wasn't just to meet a bunch of DJs to talk with all of you. Every single one of us has a story. We've had Blood Clot Gal here. I've done my story at JY as a former radio host from a Toronto radio station here. We all have a journey. We all have a story. And I think more and more as I continue to do these with guests, that is really going to be the goal. So you can hear the journeys that we all go through and how we stay strong and how we continue putting one foot forward. And that is the goal. And that is the motivation that we need to support each other. Just always being reminded that other people have other ailments and journeys that may be higher than yours, lower than yours, harder than yours, easier than yours, but we really are all in it together. So let me continue scrolling. I know they're between Stream, Elements, and Apple. There's a whole bunch of things that's popping up that I should be saying stuff. And Sammy Joe is listening to us on YouTube. I see that little icon beside your name. So those of you who are not already there, if it's easier for you to log in on YouTube, please feel free to do so. I'm live streaming to both streams. And at the end of the stream, it is permanently on YouTube. It will be on Twitch for about 14 days, I think, and then it vanishes. But you can always catch the replays there of, I think, almost all. There's still a few that are not on there yet. They'll get on there soon, just so everybody has all of the pieces to catch up and see the journey of how the collective came together and all the conversations that we've had with guests. A conversation is still to be had with you. Oh, really? Okay. Let me know. Keep me posted. You're also going to be a streamer, so you can let me know if you want to do it on your channel, if we're going to do it on my channel. How do we do it together? I don't know. We can figure that out. I'm not really technically savvy. I'm kind of there, kind of not there. I try. But yeah, I would love to sit down and have a conversation with you. I have to say that I did not know some of the details you spoke about diabetes. I'm 2 years in. And I spent the first year sulking like a big baby on my life is over because I have diabetes and I have to take pills and wear a thing on my arm. And now I'm in the flow of understanding what I need to do. Still a lot more for me to do, but I'm getting there. I'm getting to a point of normalization, and that's a good thing. So yeah, definitely look forward and just jamming with you. We don't have to talk about the diabetes stuff. We could just hang out and jam. So let me keep scrolling, passing through before heading to bed. Wow. Yeah. 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 I need an afternoon nap. I should have taken an afternoon nap. Glam girl, hello, beautiful. How so nice of you to be here. This is the first. Yeah, you know what? I know what that's like. I did that. I went back to work. Was it the 9th of January? I felt like a new employee. It was, and I went back on the Tuesday. So I gave myself like a short week, which was an extra long week. And then it just that week was kind of slow. The last week was picking up, and this week has been hit and miss, but it's Wednesday. We are in the middle of the week, so we are almost at the end of it, or we have a whole other half of the week to go to get our stuff done. So I'm hoping you are doing good. Please take care of yourself. I'm seeing that you're battling some cold and flu. I still have this cough, which is why I always now have bottles of water to, yeah, that's where I'm at right about now. Let me continue scrolling. I'm glad that you're here. Please hydrate, drink warm fluids, bundle up, take whatever drugs you need to take, whatever herbal remedies you need to take, and just be as safe as you can to get well soon. If you go into an office, that's even worse. Hopefully you're able to work from home and stay away from people because everyone's got some germs somewhere, right? Okay, so let me see. Brown ting in the rain. La 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 la. Hello, love. Nice to see you. I keep seeing you in these Twitch streets lately. It's nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope your week is going good. It's really good to get together on a. Oh, aw, thank you, Makiba. You're welcome. This is what happens. I get so slow to the comments and I see a comment like this and it totally just shuts me down. Like, don't get emotional. Keep talking. Like, just keep it moving. I really appreciate the comment. And I really do say it every stream, right? I appreciate you folks that show up. I'm always here just jamming and talking about life. A lot of it is my life as I'm going through my journey, but I know that we're all doing various things in our lives together. And I really just want to motivate, inspire, stimulate, nurture, support. I really just want us to do this and support each other because I feel like we are better together as opposed to trying to do it apart, right? So yeah, happy to be here and happy to do it. Miss Glam Girl, Brown Ting, Makiba, um, yeah, I'm in that mode. When I get to this mode, I probably really should just be sleeping and not be sitting here talking with you guys. But we're gonna talk for a bit, probably about an hour-ish, and then I think if Miss Vegas is on Apple, that's who we're gonna raid out to. If she's on. Jam fam, hello sweetie, welcome in. Thank you for joining us on a Wednesday. We're just gonna vibe out and jam. It's a Wednesday, so we're gonna hump around and chit chat. Me still in denial, ignoring it. Yeah, don't have space for the anxiety right now. Yeah. You know, Brown Ting, some days I'm really good. Some days I'm really not so good. I had an episode the other day and it was not a really good episode. And I reached out to, 2-3 people that I'm really, really close to when I'm having the high and low moments. And it was good to say it in a positive way. But at the time when I first went through what I went through, yeah, not so much. So it's important to have good people in your life. That's something I'm really, really fine tuning on, the good people like you folks that are here, you folks that are watching the replay, the folks that are not around, but I know that they're around supporting me. I'm really intentional this year about being supportive and close and loving and caring to those that I know are genuinely sharing of good energies. That's important for me for 2024. No time for negativity, no time for hate or any of that stuff. So let me keep scrolling. My daughter sings when she is tired too. Yeah, so I was brushing my teeth earlier and I just burst out into song and I was just like, I don't know, like it was questionable. Like maybe I should not have turned on the stream today, but I'm here. I didn't want to miss an opportunity to vibe and jam with all of you, so I definitely tuned in. Metro Mix, please let me know. Do you ever plan to stream in these Twitch streets? I'm curious because you are very, very well versed with music. And I believe that you should be sharing your experience and your journey and your talents with the Twitch community. So I'm going to say it regardless. Those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to follow Metro Mix 416. Hopefully one day he will turn on his stream and play some 45s on the ones and twos and talk about the journey. And I know that he has a clip on his YouTube where he talks about his journey in life. And I don't have that, but be sure to follow him on Instagram or reach out to him, and I'm sure he will give you the link to check it out. Yep, I just did all of that for you, Metro Mix. So please behave yourself. And there is the woman of the hour. We're going to call her Miss Six Boss. Let me do this. I don't know if I still have this. So let me start here. Hey, it worked. Woohoo! I'm fiddling with my Stream Deck and having some technical challenges because I'm just slow. So those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to follow Six Boss, Kicks by Six. Let me jump to no, I'm not going to jump there just yet. So yesterday she did the Strong Queens raid, Drop the Mic. It is, I believe, her third installment. And as you can see the lineup on the screen, one of our very own T.E. Dennis was there, and she shared her story. And she will also be turning on her own channel next week, Tuesday. Six Boss, I wasn't able to catch everybody's stream. I wasn't T.E. Dennis. I did catch Blood Clot Gal. Tuesdays are Tuesdays when it comes to the work thing. But please keep doing what you're doing and sharing the messages that you're sharing. I believe on February the 20th, you will be doing the King's version of the Drop the Mic raid. I know I've seen the flyer kicking around these streets. So those of you who are not already doing so, please give Six Boss, Miss Kicks by Six, a follow so you can stay in touch with when she streams, as well as all of these lovely streamers, and when she is putting on the various raids that she is doing. Definitely doing her thing in these Twitch streets. And it's only right that I mention, because I am a fan of always saying White Jean Ready. It just rolls off of the tongue so nicely. Those of you who are not doing so, follow her on Instagram. She has dope custom sneakers, as it's labeled here. I like to call them get your sneaker game ready to be White Jean ready for spring and summer. Or those of you who live in the warmer temperatures, you can rock those white jeans all year round. We don't follow the Labor Day trend over here. So White Jean Ready, Kicks by Six. Check her out on Instagram and get your kicks for the spring season. I think I did it, right? I'm good. I think I'm good. Six, did I represent okay? Let me continue scrolling. Let me continue scrolling. Maya Youngster, that's the flyer I do not have up right now. Those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to follow Maya Youngster. She streams on Twitch Mondays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. She also has a podcast. She is also on Goodreads. We are now Goodreads friends. Thank you for finding the right me. There's two me's on there, the old me and the new me, my youngster. So thank you for following the right account. At some point, I'm going to port all the books over to the new account. It's a process. And she also, I'm trying to think what else there is. You do quite a few things over there in those streets. I know you're on Facebook. You're definitely on Instagram, but be sure to follow her on Instagram. Be sure to follow her here on Twitch, and be sure to check out her podcast on Spotify. I don't have the flyer in front of me, but in February, I will be sitting down with Maya Youngster on her channel. I believe it is on February the 15th at 10 p.m. And I will be posting that flyer on my page later on tonight. And we have time, so I will be posting and reposting, and then I might post it again, and then I'll probably post it again. So do be sure to give her a follow so you can catch our conversation. And Mondays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Who else is there? I'm definitely going to just like take the first half of my show when I do this and just make sure I'm promoting everybody. It just makes it so much easier, and I'm going to try to, squeeze it in there along the way. It's important for me to stay with the community vibe. I call you guys the collective, but the entire Twitch community to me, those that are important to me, I want to make sure that I'm always trying to reach out and support everybody's events, their streams, and just kind of keep in the know, keep us all in the know, right, of what's going on and how things are going. And then I get the lovely message from the stranger who has not been here, and it's such a joy to see his name. I'm going to post his comment. Mr. Joe Hurdham, you bring a smile to my face seeing your face on the screen, my friend. It's a great point in your life when you are down and need help. Someone is available to help you come back up. Not all have this luxury. You know what? They don't. And I think sometimes we forget that we are there to support each other in the simplest of ways, right? And it really could be something as simple as just saying hi to somebody who's going through something, and that hi could trigger them to pause and just enjoy the moment with that friend that reaches out. So Joe, you haven't been here, or you haven't been vocal here. Let me hydrate. I really hope that you and your family are keeping well and that the new year is off to a good start. And the same applies to you as well as to everybody. We're all here to support each other. So if at any point in time somebody needs somebody, we've talked about accountability partners, whether we have an official one or not, all of us are reachable in some capacity. So please never hesitate to find me on Apple. Let me do this now because I'm never doing this right. So you can find me on Instagram, Tap the Soul. I'm also my Soul Bites page, my Born from Music page. Message me here, however, wherever. I'm a click away. And I do respond to messages. I may not always be swift, but I do respond to messages. So please be sure to reach out to anybody here that applies. Let me scroll. It's Wednesday. Yes, Snakey the Legend. Welcome in, Snakey the Legend. Those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to follow Snakey the Legend. He normally streams. I never know when you stream because between traveling the world with all the celebrity guests and artists that you work with, you're doing fashion shows and whatever else along the way. You also stream here on Twitch. So be sure to follow him here on Twitch and also check him out on Instagram. That way you can stay in the know of what travel journey around the world visit that he's on as he is navigating his own journey. So yes, another one I know that I should be sitting down and having a conversation with, but we haven't had a chance to book it yet. I know. So let me start there before I dive in. It's 6:30 already. Let me get comfortable. So today is Wednesday. Those of you who are here on Sunday, let me take a moment to just say massive shout out to Apple Blossom who took charge and took you guys over to Secret Sunday edition. I was having technical difficulties. I didn't even know I was having technical difficulties until after or some point through. And those of you who took the bus with her and went over to Secret Sunday edition, thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much for supporting that DJ. And Apple, I want to say again, thank you. I kind of chuckled, now talking about this because you know that I was in the moment of, oh my gosh, the stream broke and this is so bad. And yeah, all those kind of things. So I'm better now. My sulking is over, but I want to I want to say thank you. And this is something that we all go through in Twitch. I just never thought I would do it because I'm going to say I think I'm a small channel. So Twitch should leave me alone and let my stream just play and not have any glitches. But those of you who were here on Sunday, if you did have a problem and you were between here or there when that raid out happened, the full conversation is on YouTube. That connection did not break, interestingly enough. So you can always check it out there. But there's something when you have reliable people in your corner. And I call out Apple all the time, and I've said it in a past conversation, I don't big her up enough. Pretty much after every stream, there's a voice note between us, or few. Before every stream, there's usually a message back and forth, making sure that I turned on my, as I see Dryfoot Andre, making sure I turn on the right commands. Is there anything new that I need to update her on? And it's not just she's operating in a mod capacity. She's really interacting with me as a friend, as a sister, as a partner, as a colleague. And I really appreciate that. When you have good people in your life that support you, it's important that you always show your gratitude and appreciation any way you see fit. And for me, it's always just making sure that she knows that I'm always there for her, as she's always been there for me on even personal stuff. This is not just about Twitch stuff that her and I interact on. So Dryfoot Andre, yes. It is nice of you to be here. I'm glad that you're not fixing any of your raccoon, monkey, tail soup, whatever it is that you would normally be doing other channels. I hope you and the family are keeping well and the little prince is doing well. And I always say it when I see you, and I'm going to say it again. Please tell your sister I said hello. 2024, I want to see your sister in person. We went to school together. I miss her. I love her. The crew of us back in the boarding private school days was jokes. She's always been a beautiful soul to me, and it'd be nice to see her in person, give her a hug, and catch up with her. So please let her know, and I'm going to message her as well and let her know that 2024, I'm going to make an appearance and show up somewhere so we can actually sit down and hang. So today being Wednesday, it's, I said it was hump day, and that's the most fitting word for it because that's what we normally say. Those of you who are on my Instagram would have seen that I posted Bobby Brown's Humping Around. And now that song is stuck in my head. It would be nice if I can play music on my channel and not get copyright strikes or get muted. I don't have that luxury. Otherwise, I would be rocking some serious Bobby Brown in the background right now. Maybe bust a little 1-2 moves. Maybe not, maybe not. Let me hydrate. When I started thinking about what I was going to do when I turned on the stream today, And there's some other stuff I want to touch on, but I wanted to stop and think of, we're in the middle of the week, and that middle of the week point for many of us becomes either um, diamond mood swing. Well, before I continue with my conversation, since I was abruptly interrupted by the Diamond Mood Swing, those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to follow Diamond Mood Swing, and please be also sure to follow Diamond Stone Love. And since he is here in the channel and decided to come back to Canada after he abandoned us and sat in sunshine and sand for pretty much what felt like a month, let me take a moment and let me do this. Those of you who are in Toronto, Ontario, you know where Pickering resides. Please be sure to take a look at this flyer. Follow Diamond Stone Love, follow Diamond Moon Swing. Please be sure to check out his channel. On March 23rd this year, we'll be doing the legacy birthday celebration for Mr. Diamond Stone Love. Those of you who were there last year, which sounds so weird to say that because it really feels like it was just the other day, but those of you who were in the building last year for the celebration, you will know that it's not an event to be missed. If you have not already gotten your tickets, please be sure to reach out. I do not have the link in my stream, but follow Diamond Stone Love, follow Diamond Mood Swing, check him out, get all the details. He will tell you where to get your tickets. Make sure that you show up. It's definitely an event that you do not want to miss. There's a whole cast of DJs and celebrities. You're going to have a good time. And I just want to make sure I add, it's also very much like a Twitch link up. Like there's so many people that were there last year and I didn't even know they were there because I was kind of tucked away in my own little spot. And then after, when people are talking about it and they're all saying that they were there, it was one of those moments where the building was so much, there was full with so much love, so much interaction, such a vibe. And there was a lot of non-Twitch people there as well. And you didn't feel isolated. Everybody just kind of mingled with everybody. So if you can reach March 23rd in Pickering, Diamond Lounge for Diamond Stone Love's birthday celebration, definitely an event not to miss. And you can hit him up to find out where all your tickets are. So bus move anyways, like old times. My Metromix, my bones, my bones are gonna say no, absolutely not. So when you think of, I'm gonna keep hydrating, and I apologize, I cannot shake this thing that I have. As you think about Wednesday, we're here. You think about the days that have already passed and you think about the days to come. For me, when I was thinking about turning on today, I had that question with myself of is the glass half full, half empty, right? Am I looking at Wednesday as a half full, half empty type of mentality? And I'm trying to not be one of those who can't wait to get to Friday, can't wait to get to the weekend, and then gets to Monday and like, oh, it's Monday. Like, just every day we wake up, we should be grateful. And I know it sounds really, cheesy to say that, and it's the right thing to say, but we don't always feel it. But just for those of you in the chat, when you think of Wednesday, what's your view? Do you view it as a glass half full or a glass half empty? Do you look forward to the days that are coming because you're trying to get to Friday, or are you just enjoying every day as it comes? Honest answers. Like, I'm looking forward to whoever is feeling confident to throw some responses in the chat. For me, I'm not sure. It depends on the week, right? Still a Diva 504, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're just rocking and vibing with the collective, talking about a Wednesday, and or I would say humping around on a Wednesday. We're going to be here for a few minutes before we raid out to a DJ to enjoy the rest of our evening. But thank you for being here. I'm your hostess, TaptheSoul, if you haven't been here before. So it's nice to have you here to join and hang and be a part of the conversation. Safe space here, no judgments. Depends on the week. Yeah, right? So it depends. This week, I'm looking forward to the weekend. Do you have big plans for the weekend? Because that can also change. And that's why it's kind of like, I'm not really sure. Like, if I know my weekend is full of the typical chores, cleaning the house, laundry, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes I'm still looking forward to the weekend because there's something therapeutic about cleaning your space and you have a fresh space. That's not my space right now. And then there's other times when I know I absolutely have no plans. I'm looking forward to the weekend to just turn my brain down, right? Like, just to dial it down, to just relax. No chores. Don't care if I do laundry or not because I have enough clothes to get me through. I can do laundry on the Tuesday or something like that. But I find that a lot of times we talk about hump days, And some people are so rushed, like they're in such a rush to get to the end of the week that you don't really stop and look at, well, what did you do Sunday to Wednesday that makes you want to be in a rush to get to the weekend, right? Joe, let me get your comment. I always use Wednesdays to reevaluate how the week started, where I could improve and push through or acknowledge what I have accomplished as well. Yeah, yeah. And that's growth for me because before I would just be like, oh, yeah, it's hump day, and then try to get to Friday because I was going to turn up and party. Or I had the chores, basketball games, errands with my little one, whatever it was. And now as I am getting wiser, I'm really starting to appreciate every day, but not take it um, as a disappointment or a sad thing or a rush. I'm trying to appreciate each day as it comes, right? Blessed to see another day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful thing. The simplest thing and the biggest blessing is just that we get to wake up each day because someone didn't this morning and some family's grieving right now. And the fact that we're all here together is just a beautiful thing. So you have just rest and work on projects. Yeah, I have a lot of projects to work on. Yeah, but again, at my own pace. Civic Runner, welcome in. I don't look at the day of the week anymore. I wake up excited to execute my tasks for that day and take gratitude through it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm liking this. It's nice to know that we're all in that mindset. And I think a lot of us had that similar mindset, right? Where we used to see things in that way of just, well, it's Monday. Let me drag myself through to the office to get through the day and I can't wait and this, that, and whatever. Or you can't wait to get to the weekend to party. I know I had my phase where I was partying every day and still going to work every day. And then I got older and had to slow down. Woof. Diamond, I think I missed a comment of yours. Where was your comment? Come on, scroll in the right direction. Here we go. I always look forward to the weekend to rest, but it never happens. Well, no, for DJs, and let me call that out too, right? So a lot of you DJs who have a corporate job, road job, whatever you want to call it, you have a 9 to 5 job, and then you still turn on Twitch throughout the week. Some of you, Diamond, I think you need to catch up, by the way. And then you also have the weekends, and those of you who have families are trying to juggle that all as well. It's a lot to juggle. So even though you're looking forward to the weekend, a lot of people don't even feel like they get a break on the weekend because they're still in task mode, routines and obligations. And a lot of it's not a bad thing, but you never get a chance to just take a break, right? And that's taxing on your body, and it's definitely taxing on your mind. Definitely taxing on your mind. T.E. Dennis. T.E. Dennis. I take every day as another day to be grateful. I look forward to Wednesday for your show. Aw, thank you. Come here is a highlight and therapeutic. Thank you, Tap. Thank you, Collective. Yeah, and you mentioned that. So those of you who did not catch it, and T.E. Dennis, I didn't find out if you have a replay of it, but if there's a replay, let people know where they can find it. T.E. Dennis shared her story yesterday on the Drop the Mic raid, and it was interesting because I feel like I'm about to get emotional. Wow. I remember when you were here in Blood Clot's channel and you mentioned that you were in the hospital, and it took us all a moment to kind of like, we kind of had to pause. When I started doing Behind My Smile, every single one of us that has shared a story in some way, shape, or form, that was its purpose. And it wasn't like I sat down and thought, let me create a project. It was really me living real life. And I've talked to you guys about it in my conversation that I haven't posted anywhere, by the way. And then just in other conversations with all of you, right? There was a lot of times that I was modding and I'm in pain. I'm not having the best diabetic experience, but you guys wouldn't know it because I am peaching it up. I'm laughing in the chat. I'm engaging. I'm making sure everybody who came into the rooms that I was modding for had a good time. That was the most important piece for me because it got me through. So although I was smiling as I was typing to all of you, I was going through what I was going through, but it got me through, right? So T.E. Dennis, you said it yesterday, you spent a lot of time in the hospital while listening to these streams, and it got you through. And we say it all the time throughout lockdown, right? Lockdown, coming to Twitch got us through so many different moments that we went through. And then there's some of us who have had real health matters that a lot of people don't share. And we were here in Twitch supporting each other without knowing it. So Behind My Smile is something that will never go away. It will pop up here and there, but it's always something that I actually really do think about on a regular basis. I have people close to me that I know are going through things and they are smiling through it. And it's just important that you remember that we really are here together. I really do this to share what I have going on, what you guys have going on. I'm just trying. And as I'm trying publicly while you guys see it, I just want you to know that there's nothing wrong with trying to move yourself forward and do things. And when you have those moments, we really are here together. And let me keep scrolling. You love Mondays. Diamond, please explain, why do you love Mondays? Because there's some Mondays I wake up and I'm just like, a Monday morning, 7 o'clock meeting. I probably should have gone to bed earlier the night before and I didn't. And then I feel it. But it is a fresh start for the week. So that could be it. But if you want to share, please let us know why you love Mondays. Let me continue scrolling. That's why I run to Jamaica. Yeah. When you get older, you see things differently. Still a diva. Yeah, that is true. That is so true. I know I stopped partying hard when I hit 30. And, that's been 20 years now, which just sounds really weird saying that out loud. As I've continued to get wiser, age, I really started to look at things differently. And I'm not fully there yet, right? But I just kind of noticed that there's always a growth and there's always a learning, but you really do view things differently, because just saying 20 years ago, I stopped clubbing when I used to go clubbing pretty much every single day of the week, plus be a corporate girl, plus raise my daughter and have a personal life. Crazy now when I think about it. There's no way I can live that life now at 50. But I'm glad I did it because I have the memories that I remember that alcohol didn't take away from me. And I have the experience to say anything I'm saying now, the journey really is what needed to happen to get me here to continue going forward, right? Diamond running to Jamaica. Yeah. Yeah. Diamond was in Jamaica for what felt like a month, really probably two, but I'm going to say a month. And it's, he comes back and it's not really that cold here. It's a little chilly, but not like what it was while he was away, which is interesting. Just saying. Diamond. Yeah. Apple. Yeah. I was going to take a jab at Diamond about what you have on this, what I have on the screen right now, but I won't out him. I'll leave it alone. Yeah. Yeah. Messages from Diamond are a beautiful thing. My weekend starts on a Monday. Did I read that right, or was that a typo? Metro Mix, please explain. Your weekend starts on a Monday. Yeah, please explain that one. I don't know if it's a work thing, but please explain. T.E. Dennis, yeah. There was a lot of people. There was a lot of people in that chat yesterday that would have heard you for the first time because you've never spoken anywhere. They would have seen you on camera. A lot of folks didn't know whether you were male or female because they thought that your name was Ted Dennis. It was a beautiful experience. And it's good to know that you were able to feel comfortable and safe to speak and share your story and your experience, because that's something a lot of people would not have the courage to do. Mo the Queen, hello, beautiful. Please be advised that I only have one speaker over there that is not Mo the Queen ready. So please enjoy your stay. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. Thank you for being part of the conversation. T.E. Dennis, yeah, like, even you're talking about days to recover. Whew, yeah. I can't. Like, it boggles my mind when when the DJs are here playing music and we're all in the chat and we're talking about the vibe and the memories and those nostalgic moments that we have. There's a lot of times when DJs are playing the music, I can smell the club, not always the best smell. I remember my hairstyle. I remember what I was wearing. I remember the crew I was hanging out with. I remember the energy and the vibe of that time of my life. And I think about me now, rolling out of bed and hearing my body crack in ways that I don't think is legally supposed to crack. And I'm trying to figure out, how did I do it back then? And still got up and went to the job, and I'd be sitting on the GO train. I'm like, they have to smell the alcohol seeping out of my pores, but I'd still go do the job, take care of my daughter and live life. And then, go back home and do a whole bunch of bad things and get up and do it again the next day. Like, it's impressive how resilient we are to do those things. And then sometimes it could be such a struggle as we're going through the health journeys now. But the wisdom of where we are now is, I will not take any of those experiences as a bad thing. There's zero regrets on everything that I did, that I do and don't remember. Because those things help make me the strong woman that I am now. And not strong as in strong, Probably strong is in being vulnerable and being okay to be vulnerable, to share the stories that I'm sharing with you without feeling judged or concerned, right? And T.E. Dennis, the same for you sharing your story. I'm sure you were nervous. You handled it well. Don't worry about the chat. You will get used to the chat over time. As you see, I'm always late on my chat on replying to things. You will breeze through and you'll look back and be like, huh, yeah, I remember the first time I streamed and I didn't know how to. So as soon as you turn on, we will be there to show up for you next week, Tuesday, and continue to plow forward, right? You work on the weekend. Okay, you work on the weekend and you're still socializing in these Twitch streets. I want your job. That's for sure. So to the men in here, just this don't worry about this comment I'm about to make. To the ladies in here, I work from home. The days I don't have to turn on a camera, I am happy because then I don't have to put on the bra. So the days I have to turn on the camera, yes, like now, yeah, I'll say that. It's such a thought on like, but I have to wear a bra? Like really? When we're going out, there's a whole other stuff that we do. But just to put on a bra, to be in front of a camera, to do the job, I'm just like, really? Like, I feel like it's such a task-oriented thing that's going to wear me out. And it's just me just being unnecessarily dramatic about it. But to think about the high heels, the standing in a lineup, or being in a club, and the freezing winters, when you go through all of that back then, and think about now that it's such a process to put on a bra to sit in front of a camera and do my job, shameful. Absolutely shameful. But again, I feel safe to be vulnerable with you and tell you that, because that's, yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy when I think about how I used to be and how I am now. Joe, let's read your comment. I really believe we don't listen to our bodies when we are younger, but as we age, we stop, or we don't have the need any longer as we refocus on things that matter, which is health and mental clarity. Mental clarity for me, Joe, is key. That's the one thing I want to know. And I'm not wishing any of my limbs to ever fail me, but I would like to know that I am always of sound mind to absorb every moment that I'm to experience, every memory that I'm to make. And having that clarity is part of the reason why I don't consume alcohol and weed or any of that kind of stuff anymore. Yeah, I've been a social smoker and a social drinker as I've aged. But there's been a bottle of wine that you guys can probably see in the corner there that I've had for a minute. And every time I say I'm going to drink it, I think I mentioned it on New Year's Eve. I didn't even open it. Like, there's just, yeah. But that mental clarity is key. And yeah, we don't listen to our bodies. I used to remember just saying, oh, sleep is overrated. No, sleep is no longer overrated. Afternoon naps are now necessary. Definitely necessary. I feel bad I couldn't figure out the whole chat thing. Yeah, no, don't worry. Trust me, don't worry. Yeah, I've been doing this for a minute and I'm still horrible with the chat thing, which is why I have people like Apple Blossom to show that I actually have manners, because some days I'm good and a lot of days I'm not, but I'm trying to get better along the way. And it just becomes routine. You'll get into a groove that works for you, and your chat and your community will appreciate how you operate. So they'll also know that you might not be reading the chat in real time, T. Dennis. You may decide that you want to just check it sporadically because you're talking and sharing and doing whatever. They will adjust to you and you will just figure it out along the way. So yeah. And any of us who stream that you want to reach out to and ask questions, we're a click away. Let me hydrate. The time is flying. Wow. Slow down. Yeah. It's not even just, I don't know if it's really what I want to say. I know I talk about pacing yourself a lot on my podcast, but I don't even know if I want to slow down. When I talk about stuff with my coworkers and my team, I tell them to slow down, do it right and slow down, and not be in that urgency just to get something done. Because if you try to rush and get it done, the saying that our parents all say to us, right? Too much haste makes waste. So you rush and get something done, you do it half-assed, and then you have to do it again and fix what you could have just done if you had paced yourself or slowed down. But yeah, you know what? Slow down is the right word. Sometimes we need to hear those words to really kind of trigger the brain to actually act accordingly. So definitely slowing down. Maya Youngster, I didn't say it before, but I want to thank you for the resub to the collective. Those of you who joined after I've said it, I will be on Maya Youngster's channel on February the 15th at 10 p.m. and she is going to interview me. And I get nervous when people say they're going to interview me because I'm like, I don't know what questions are coming, but I'm an open book for the most part. But those of you who are not doing so, please be sure to follow Maya Youngster. February 15th, I'll be on her channel and we're going to sit down and have a conversation. So, I know you guys were laughing earlier when I talked about the bra, but yeah. The bra's a thing. Yeah. Um, Dan Deeds 444. Hello. Hey, I know that name. I've seen that name before. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the collective in conversation. We're here on a Wednesday. Just I'm called today just humping around because it's hump day, and really it's just a check-in. So welcome to the collective. Please enjoy your stay. It is a safe space here. Please speak freely and entertain. And I believe I saw your name on the podcast, if I'm not mistaken. Those of you who do not already know, which I think I've talked about it enough now, and I dropped another podcast this morning when I woke up. Yes, before I brushed my teeth. Yes. That personal with you. The podcast. And let me do it this way. Those of you who are not already doing so, please check me out on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. It's also now posting on YouTube. Google Play Podcasts, I believe I heard is going away because it redirected me to go to YouTube. I post a snack from Tap. It is called Soul Bites. And the reason why I call it a snack is really because I'm not trying to consume an hour of your day. It really is just for you to have a quick snack to stimulate thought. Thank you for the anonymous gifter who have just gifted 5 subs to the channel. The podcast for me is really a conversation extension of here. It's just when I'm sitting on my couch, which is usually when you hear me say I'm sitting on my couch, it's one of these chairs or the actual couch that you guys have seen in other shots. And it's just whatever thought comes to mind. I have yet to record a podcast here with the podcast mic. I've really just been doing it from my phone. It is unfiltered. It is unedited. It is raw. You will hear the sirens outside the window, the air filter going, whatever else that I drop and fiddle and get comfortable when I'm talking. And it really is just to give you a snack to get you through the days for the days that we're not here talking together. So as I continue scrolling to whoever decided to gift the collective with 5 gifted subs, I want to say from the soul, thank you. I always tell you folks that it's never about bits and subs for me here. It really is about your, as I talk about sirens, you guys probably can't hear it, but literally there's something going by right now. Your time and your energy is the most important asset, and it's non-refundable. So every time you hear me say it, it is a genuine from the soul saying, your time and your energy is non-refundable. And I really, truly appreciate the fact that you choose to spend your time with all of us here when you could be anywhere else, on a Wednesday, on a Sunday when I stream. And it's just beautiful that we're willing to come together and just rock out and vibe out and talk and feel safe to share what we share, right? Like that's the big thing. That's the big thing. So I'm going to continue scrolling because I'm always on the, okay, let me do this. One of the best goals I'm looking forward to is achieving getting a new bed. So excited. You know, there's something about, and you know, I put myself on notice the other day. So for the last month that I was pretty much on vacation, I spent pretty much that entire month on my daughter's couch at her place versus being in my own bed. I slept on my bed for the first time in 2024 a couple of days ago, and I was just like, wow, this is like brand new. But I had brand new sheets, brand new pillows, brand new duvet cover, you name it, and still did not touch the bed. But yeah, there is something rewarding about a new mattress, or even for me, it is simple as new sheets or freshly washed sheets to just throw yourself in. So yeah, you have to keep us updated on the bed of choice, and how the journey went, because that shopping experience can be actually a really good one. Yeah, sleep is very important, especially as we get older. Yeah, I kept on saying sleep was overrated, and now I keep telling you guys, like I say it in meetings at work. After 2:30, don't expect much from me because I'm in meetings from sometimes 6:30, 7 in the morning. I need that afternoon nap. I need that kindergarten nap to get me through the rest of the day. Yeah, it's a thing now lately, and I'm not ashamed to say it because it is so refreshing. In winter, it's a little awkward because I will go to sleep and it's daylight and wake up an hour later and it's pitch dark, and I'm just like, it's only 4 something in the afternoon. But yes, sleep is so important. I believe Selected Jinx was here the other day, and I missed what you're doing. Diamond, so I'm not even gonna, I don't want to know. Selected Jinx was here the other day, and I was asking everybody on Sunday, what is there more for 2024? And for him, it was sleep, quality sleep, and then he didn't even get sleep. So yeah, I think that's something that we take for granted that we now get to appreciate. I would pay good money for 8 hours. 8 hours. Whew, if I get a solid 5, I'm like, give me a solid 5. 8 hours. Yeah. And I'm sitting here thinking the amount of rest. I think I've gotten 8 hours here or there, Joe, over the holidays, but it wasn't necessarily at the right time of the day, right? When you're staying up until 4 o'clock in the morning doing stuff, on the computer or whatever, and then you go to bed at that time of the morning, you may sleep for 8 hours, but then you've just slept your day away, which is not always a bad thing, right? Not always a bad thing. So let me continue scrolling. Yes, it was a nice snack. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. China Gal, hello, beautiful soul. So nice of you to be here. Those of you who haven't said hi to it, I'm scrolling and I'm going to get to you. Hi. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And we are going to wrap this up soon because those of you may have plans for dinner, etc. You never know. Yeah, whoever did the anonymous gifting, thank you. I really do appreciate that. You don't have to be shy. You can let us know who you are. But either way, I still appreciate you. China Gal, I hope you're having a good week. And it's hump day, middle of the day. Do you see this as a glass half full or glass half empty kind of day when you think about being at the middle of the week? And do you look forward to the weekend or do you just appreciate every day as it comes along? Let me continue. It's been months since you slept for 8 hours, right? I know I would have slept for 8 hours at some point over the holidays, but like literally, I was up on my computer, fiddling probably with, some color scheme for what I want to change my flyer to look like, or trying to Google how do I do this better, or just reading, and just, YouTube does it for you once you get on YouTube or Pinterest. And then you look around and it's like, oh, it's 4:11 a.m. I should already be in bed, and then I end up just sleeping on my daughter's couch, which is really cozy, by the way. And I appreciate her. Shout out to Cosmic Love. I appreciate you not kicking me out of your house and letting me sleep on your couch for pretty much the entire Christmas holiday. Thank you. Tia Montana. Hey, beautiful soul. Aw, Tia, I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing okay. I'm pretty sure we have not connected in the new year properly. Thank you for the resub to the collective as well. So the gifted sub and the resub, thank you very much for being here. Tia Montana, I know that you are always busy working and you do check in and lurk even if you don't type in the chat. So thank you once again for being here. It is nice to have you here. It's so nice to have everybody here. Like seriously, there's something about community. And there's something about the collective, as I call you folks. I really am more focused on community. So when you hear me dropping this flyer here and this is going on over there and this person streams at this time and this person's doing that, and I said it on Sunday, I may not be on everywhere that I'm talking about, but it doesn't stop me from still making sure that I am supporting the people in my community on what they have going on. And if that's the way I'm supporting by making sure you guys know what's happening so you can be there if I can't, then I feel like I've actually done my job. So, and I think that's really, really important for me to make sure it's community. So I will always say when folks are streaming and I get regular memory of what their schedules are like, I like to push it out there. Diamond's birthday coming back. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just saw this comment. I'm just like, what did she just type? Wish I could sleep through the night. It is a struggle. Yeah. I do find that I toss and turn a lot, and sometimes I don't realize it until I wake up and I'm just like, I don't think that's the way I started in the bed, but that's where I landed when I woke up. So either way, any sleep is good sleep. So you shamed me. I don't wear a bra on my second stream. Oh, you did not wear a bra. No. Yeah. And I mean, you guys can't really, I know men, sorry, but women moment, right? Like, and I'm sure you guys are like taking notes right now. Like you technically can't tell whether I'm wearing a bra or not because of the angle of where the camera is at, but it just feels right for me. There's two things that I always like to make sure I do when I turn on this stream, other than make my face look like I actually like I'm rested, is these simple earrings that just, they're like comfort for me, and making sure I have on a bra. Anything else after that, like sometimes it's not even pants. Yes, I've had a stream where I talked about that and you guys are waiting for me to get up and forget. I did not get up and forget. But I mean, if I'm sitting down, you guys don't need to know whether I have on pants or not. But you know, the top half just has to be ready. Yeah, so we're just going to keep the conversation going right about now. Sharishi, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that you are here, and I hope you're doing well and you are warm in the location that you are in Canada. Hopefully it is not as cold as it is here. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. I go to bed so late I typically sleep through the most nights. No, I'll go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and I'll be up before my alarm clock goes off. And there's a few folks who get voice notes from me, so they know that yeah, she should be sleeping, but yet she's here leaving us messages. Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, and that's probably like the calmest time for me is that 5 to 6:30 mark, because it's the quietest moment that I get before I get up literally from the room over to my desk here and I start my day. Dealing with time zones, I usually am on a call by 6:37, and you do need to like get on, check some emails, and do some things before the back-to-back meetings. So that moment between 4:30 to 6, this is the sweetest moment for me. Apple Blossom, I know you talked about the 5 a.m. I know Six Boss has talked about the 5 a.m. Do you guys still do it? I know Six Boss might be working on some kicks right now, so she's probably lurking if she's still here. Do you still do the 5 a.m. Apple? And are you finding it as successful as and productive as you'd like it to be? Because I would love to get back into it officially, but it means I have to go to bed earlier. And that's the part, I'm a night owl, so that's the part that usually does me in, which is why I used to be that girl that couldn't wait to get to Friday because I thought I was going to sleep all weekend and then I just partied all weekend. So, Joe, men have a rule too. We can enjoy coming home, no boxers or briefs, and being comfortable as well. See, there you go. Thank you, Joe. I was waiting for some gentleman to stand up and show that they're like, yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a good comment to have on the screen right about now. Yeah. Us women in the bra thing. Yeah, I used to drive my daughter nuts because I wouldn't even be fully in the garage. The garage door is still closing, and I'm like, as I walk through the door, it's like it is gone. I don't feel bad that I'm up at 4:20. Yeah, no. And it's crazy because literally I'll be in bed and still see like 1:11, 1:12 on the clock and not make my way to a full sleeping zone where I'm like out for the count. And then I'll wake up and be like, oh, okay. And it's like 4:13. I'm just like, I should still be sleeping. I barely got any sleep. Yeah, it kind of drags you out. And it's interesting, the comment that comes out after. Let me just add this. Wow, the men are just out in full sequence in conversation today. You're not wearing no draws, no time. Well, DJ Blair, you shouldn't be wearing draws. Just saying. It's the boxers or briefs part, and we don't need to know who chooses what, but we're just gonna leave that alone. I might have to do a poll one of these days with the gentlemen to figure out who does boxers and who does briefs and why, because that is a conversation for all of the health reasons behind it. And I'm just going to leave that here. So yes. Apple Blossom, you said you're used to the 5 a.m.s. Yeah, so I don't remember if I sent you a copy of the book, The 5 a.m. Club. We're going to talk about the book club soon, actually. The 5 a.m. book, I think it's by Robin Sharma, if I'm not forgetting. I do have it on the bookshelf over there, and it probably will get into my routine, even if I don't do it as a part of the official book club. 5 a.m. Is there such a time? Oh, well, those of us who sleep through it, yes. So DJ Blair, for those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to give DJ Blair some love. I know that he streams on a pretty regular basis now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm missing a lot of people's streams lately because I have probably everyone's notification off, or I'm not looking at my phone. When I do look at my phone, if I see somebody on and I can steal a moment, then I'm there. Otherwise, it's in the evening when I can show up and just be a brat in other people's channels. But if you're not already doing so, please be sure to check out DJ Blair, one of my favorites out there. And Diamond Mood Swing, before you come for me, you're one of my favorites as well. And Snaky the Legend, if you're still in here, yes, you're one of my favorites as well. A lot of you, all of you have actually participated in the Born From Music raid. And I just want to actually say right out the gate that the Born From Music raid that I said that I was going to be putting to bed and I was not going to be bringing back, and it ended at volume 9 at the festive edition, the festive edition where I stopped it. Yeah, I can't give up my baby. My baby needs to stay around. So in February, the Born From Music Raid Volume 10 does return. I actually already have the Born From Music Raid Anniversary Edition already planned. The DJs already lined up. I just couldn't let another month pass and not do the raid. So this month, I told everybody I was not doing anything. I got a lot of pleasant messages on my conversation about putting the raid to bed. It really is my baby, and I really do it for the community, for the collective. There's no financial gain of it. It really is just for us to enjoy a bunch of DJs that I throw together. I literally mix a pot, throw the DJs together, and say it's an open format, play for an hour and a half and entertain the community, and you guys show up for it. So February the 21st, the Born From Music Raid Volume 10 will be back, and the anniversary edition in March will also be here. It is the last Wednesday, and I already have that DJ lineup done as well. So now that I've said this and I've put it officially out there, anybody who's been attacking me about it and the messages I've received about it, please keep the messages now to yourself, because I have listened and I absolutely missed my baby. That raid is so special to me. Like, just even talking about it and saying I wasn't going to bring it back, it literally hurt to know that I wasn't going to bring it back. And you were all violent about it with nice messages. Yeah. DJ Blair, Diamond, Snakey the Legend, and whoever else is in here that's been on the raid that I haven't shouted out before. We will reminisce as I continue the raid. I'm going to be doing it every month. I debated if I was going to do it monthly. I am going to do it monthly, and it does come back on February the 21st. So you'll definitely see from there. Let me scroll, because yeah, she spit out her teeth probably when I talked about what do men wear, right? Mo the Queen and DJ Blair, please choose your respective corners. This is a safe zone here, and I do not want to supervise either one of you this evening. So please, best behavior from both of you. Mo, if you need to play on that speaker over there to keep yourself out of trouble from the troublemaker DJ Blair, please go ahead. It's insured. Go ahead. It's all good. So let me continue scrolling, and then I'm going to actually try to wrap this up because I said an hour and I'm at about an hour. And I'm going to post because this one makes me smile. And I know Snakey the Legend's always commenting about the smile. Thank you. Diamond, thank you. Yeah, the raid is back. I actually have the lineup. I don't know if I'm supposed to say the lineup right now. I mean, it is my own raid, so I should be able to. DJ Smooth, thank you for being here. Those of you who are not doing so, please follow DJ Smooth. DJ Smooth dropped some gems in the Marley Monday raid on Monday. I was in the kitchen fixing food, and it was a vibe. Like, you took me back to a 45-day that I have not seen, felt, or touched in a long time. And when you DJs pull out those retro classics, yeah, it was a moment. So please be sure to follow Snakey the Legend, Diamond Mood Swing, Diamond Stone Love, DJ Blair, DJ Smooth, T.E. Dennis, T.I. Montana used to stream. I don't know if she's coming back to stream. Maya Youngsta. We have a lot of streamers up in here, and it's a beautiful experience to see us all coming together. DJ Infinity, I have caught your stream as well. Please be sure to give that gentleman a follow. He is here on these Twitch streets. I caught you the other day for a quick minute, and it was nice to catch your vibe. I don't know when you stream again. Please let us know so we can also check you out. Guys, I'm always about community, or folks, politically correct. I'm always about community here. I'm really intent on 2024 carving out community interaction from me to whoever, and it'll start to make sense along the way. But I think it's just beautiful to really just have a strong community of people that really are out there supporting each other any way that they can. And I always say, even if I'm not in a stream, just to keep shouting out that you guys are here and you're streaming and people to go follow you, I'm still supporting you even if I'm not in your stream. I think a lot of folks get in their feelings that I didn't be in this stream versus that stream. I'm still supporting, still have love, but I also need time to myself, and I need time to be here with all of you who show up on a Wednesday at 6 o'clock and on a Sunday at 8 o'clock. So, DH Lady, hello, beautiful. How was the corporate workday for you? Because I think you went into an office. Let me scroll. So, while I'm getting ready to figure out who, what, yeah, you heard that. Yeah, the raid is back. The raid is back. If you guys heard some of the messages that I got from some of the people about the raid, it was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah. But as I'm talking about the raid, let me just say that once again. So the raid normally consists of 5 DJs. The one in February has 6, and I'm going to blame two DJs on why I had to put 6 DJs on this one, but I'll do that soon. It is an open format. Those of you know, it is not a, it's not a reggae raid. It's not a hip hop raid. It's not a whatever raid. It is an open format raid. It is for the DJs to remember why they love to play music, what made them become a DJ, what was the mixtape they made for the girl or the boy or whatever it is. It really is, for me, the joy I have seen when some of these DJs have played and then even messaged me after and said the playing experience on the raid has been very different from what they've done on other raids. It's open format. The person before them could have played hip hop. They're going to play reggae. Somebody after them can play jazz. I just want the DJs to come and have a good time. I want the community to show up and just enjoy the vibe, like genuinely enjoy the vibe. And I want to also add, I want those who show up to the raid, when I put these out, you're going to look at the lineup and be like, why are all these DJs together? Don't worry about that. Trust the process. But show up with the mindset that you're there for the music, and that should change your vibe and your energy as you participate listening throughout the DJs on the raid. There's so many of these DJs that I'm putting together because every one of these DJs that I put on a raid, they have a certain vibe and energy about them. They have a quality of playing style. They have a depth of music. And sometimes we get so caught up listening to the same music every day. Mixing them up like this gives you the opportunity to get different DJ experiences, learn about a new DJ that you maybe never heard of before, or you never went to their stream before. Just take a different vibe. And if you don't like it, it's 1 day a month. You can go back to all of your regular DJs after, or you could just take in the experience and go from there. So DJ Smooth, absolutely enjoyed your vibe the other day. Yeah, and I normally don't catch you when you stream. It was fluke. I opened my phone and saw that you were there. I'm gonna be like, anybody ask me what I want for my birthday next year in November or this year in November? Cases of water. That's all I'm gonna be asking for. Yeah. So, can you put time here? I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can type the time here. I don't know if you can put the link here. I don't remember if I have links blocked, but just tell us what time you're gonna be streaming, and we can go from there. Let me clear my throat. Cases are the best. Yeah. See, I'm looking down at my phone. I'm seeing people and I'm not even there yet. So I apologize. It goes without saying, but I will say it. We appreciate you on the platform where you allow great, like-minded people who can communicate without reservations. Yeah. And Joe, I always say it when you show up, like a lot of the folks here and people just don't be that person today. A lot of the names that you're seeing in the chat are names that I see throughout other chat channels. So there's a few names that I've not seen before in another chat channel. And that is beautiful for me to see that new people are coming and that you feel comfortable to be here and you feel comfortable to talk in the chat. I always want to know that people know this is a safe space. Like just come rock out. If you want to stay silent and not say anything, that's absolutely fine. If you want to engage in a conversation, it's lovely. Please feel free to do so, right? So yeah. So I'm going to put this up. So DJ Infinity is going to be playing Sundays between 3 to 4. There you go. So please give him a follow. Check out his stream. Mondays 6 to 7. Oh, okay. Do I? No, I don't do anything on a Monday. So Mondays 6 to 7. Yep. There we go. Cases are the best. So nice of you to be here. I hope you're having a good week, by the way. So I started talking about Hump Day. Is the week for you half done, or you still feel optimistic about the days ahead? So is it a glass half empty, glass half full? And how do you view getting towards the weekend, and what do you look forward to in the weekend? And it's really just throwing those questions, right? Just questions of thoughts. I just want to continuously say that. So I think I'm caught up on messages. Tap this on, and I'm going to pin this because let me tell you, there's something about Metro Mix in these Twitch streets. And I'm sure every other female has had this experience. He's got like, back in the day, you'd have the guy that sells the encyclopedias. He's got every encyclopedia edition of the lyrics to woo the ladies because he's always got some charming lyrics that he puts out there. And yeah. And I'm sure every one of the ladies in here have had an experience of words from Metro Mix. Metro Mix, I appreciate you. And whatever pictures you feel you have of me from back in the day, please burn them and never show them. And I'm just going to say that out loud because you've done that a few times and you really make me wonder, you may have a picture or two of me back in the day. Please don't make them public. Yeah. Yeah. He does not stream, but he's also very well versed in music, very, very intelligent when it comes to the music. Please be sure to give him a follow on please be sure to give him a follow on Instagram. Please be sure to give him a follow here on Twitch. Maybe one day he'll turn on his channel. Let me hydrate, and then we're going to talk about the book club, the podcast, the rest of the month, and February. That's the plan. And then we're going to leave. And because I have no notifications on, I don't know if Miss Vegas is on yet or will be on yet. So Apple, if you can let me know if you see her on, and if she's not on, we're going to end up going to somewhere else if she's not on by the time I get ready to raid out. So, where do I want to start? Do this. And I'll drink some more water before I start talking anymore. So last year, there was some conversation in regards to the books that used to be behind me when I had my first setup. Those books are very much still there, just in a different location in my place, that way. Tons of books, more books than I like sat down and read. But I will be starting a book club on February the 1st. I do not have all the details fleshed out. As I just said in the stream, I am trying everything in real time in front of you folks, and whatever is a hit, great. Whatever is a miss, I learn from that and I keep it moving. But the conversation last year about the book club, reading together, what was on my shelf, it kept on coming up in a few different conversations, and I just didn't have the time to figure it out. So February 1st, we will be reading The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Those of you who have read it before, there is no shame in reading it again. If you've read it before, you'll understand why it's actually a beautiful experience to read it again. And we all just talked about it in the chat, right? As much as we get older and wiser, there's sometimes we read a book, and when you read it again, you learn again. So for me, I no longer highlight the lines of like quotes or comments in a book. I now use my little tab thingies because I don't want my mind to go automatically to the highlighted spot when I do a reread. But the tab on the page just means that there's something on the page. It just doesn't tell me exactly what it is on the page. So people like, see, then he says this. Yeah, you read books that mostly have pictures, and I'm not going to ask anything further about what those books are. But on February the 1st, we will be kicking off the read of The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. If you don't already have the book, please be sure to check it out. Whether you buy it, whether you have the audio version, whether you go to the library, entirely up to you. What I'm trying to do is figure out a forum. So I'm working on a forum. I'm hoping to have it done at some point next month. We will start in February 1st. The book has, and I have the book literally right beside me, so let me just put it up in real time. And as you can see, there's tabs. There's so much more tabs right about now in another copy. This one is the 25th edition that I bought a couple years ago. I know Apple Blossom just read it. Sharishi, I believe you said that you have it. Joe, yeah. And the choice I have to credit to T.E. Dennis. So we were talking about books. We've been talking about reading. We've been talking about all this stuff for months. The book I actually planned to start with was the Michelle Obama Becoming. It just felt appropriate for the journey that I've been on. And I have not read the book yet, but I have the book and I have the journal sitting on my bookshelf looking cute. And I wanted to start the book club with that. And when T.E. Dennis mentioned it in our conversation a couple weeks ago, The Alchemist, I was like, that's the book that we should start with. So shout out to T.E. Dennis, who helped push me off the cliff and commit to bring you on Tap Shelf, the book club. February 1st, we will start the read. If you want to read in advance, entirely up to you. The book is broken up into two pieces, technically three. There's a part one, a part two, and something else at the end, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure how I want to do the read yet. I haven't figured it out, to be honest with you. I just know that this is the book that we're going to read, and I'm going to stay the entire month of February. And I'm saying that as well because everybody reads at their own pace. Everybody has life going on. I do not want anybody feeling pressured. If you want to be a part of it, that's the other thing. Don't feel pressured to run and go buy the book because Tap is doing this book club and whatever. If you can get it from your public library, get it from your public library. If you're an audio reader, get it. How we're going to sit down and talk about it, it might be in some of these streams. Once I know who's reading the book and having like a dedicated focus of making this a part of their own reading for the month, I will pull those folks together and probably do a Zoom call, and we'll sit and we'll talk about the book. I learn something every time I read it. I haven't read it in a couple of years, so I know that reading it now will be a powerful experience because of the journey of the last time I read it to now. So if you're interested in being a part of the book club and you're on Instagram, send me a message, Tap the Soul. If you're not on Instagram and you are interested in being a part of the book club, just hit me up here on a whisper and I'm more than happy to connect with you. I'm trying to figure out how to do a forum because some folks are on Instagram, some folks are on Facebook, some folks are here on Whisper, some folks aren't on social media at all. So I'd like to find a forum so we can sit down and just chat and vibe and learn from each other and learn what we're learning about the book. There will be another book for March. Maybe it will be The Becoming, but for the entire month of February, that is the book that we're going to read. And I do not want anybody to feel like they are behind or trying to catch up. Read the book at your own pace. And if we feel we get to February and somebody wants to continue reading it, we continue reading it. Right? Like this, there's no hard, fast rule that we can only read it for the month of February. I know I've missed some comments, so let me scroll along the way. It's funny because you did the command for kicks and I was just like, kick? No, that's the right one. Cosmic Lav. Those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to follow Cosmic Lav, formerly known as Simply Patty, but forever known as my daughter, who I love from my soul. So thank you. Welcome in. Not you, Sadness. I'm just trying to understand what that was from, and I'm not sure. Have I written any books yet? Metro, I'm going to answer that. So I use an app called Scrivener. Those of you who are in the writing space will probably be familiar with this app. I have been writing 3 different books. 3 that I have not finished because because I have not had the confidence to finish it and put it in a published state. So Maya Youngster, if you're still here, when I mentioned to you my genuine appreciation for your reading of what you've written, I have not gotten to that point to be comfortable. As much as I'm out talking on a mic, I have not gotten that comfortable yet to put the words that I've put together in the Scrivener app in the 3 different books. I have short stories, I have poetry. I am getting more comfortable and I do have something in the works. One day, do I plan to publish something? Yes. When? I don't know. But in the meantime, there'll be some shorter versions of stuff that I will start sharing. And that is already in the works and that is coming soon. So let me continue scrolling. So T. Dennis, is it Becoming? I picked up Becoming and then they also had a journal. I have her new book as well. I just have not, I haven't even looked at it. I think it's The Light of Something Something. I picked that up the other day when I think I showed you guys like 5 books that I had when I went to Chapters the last time I did a Chapters run. It's the bookstore here in Toronto, those who are not aware, Chapters Indigo. I have a ton of books, so I need to find time to read the books. I need to find time to have conversations with you. I need time to do what I'm doing. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing Becoming together. And I don't think it's, gender specific that the fellows cannot participate. So to the fellows who are here, if you want to participate in Becoming that we're going to read in probably sometime in March. And if you're interested in being part of the Alchemist read as of February 1st, hit me up on Whisper, hit me up on Instagram. Those of you who have personal contact with me, yes, I knew that was coming, Cosmic Lab. Let me hydrate before I get, parental abuse from my child. So again, let me do this. The Alchemist. If you don't have your copy, grab it. For the group that are interested, seriously interested about it, I actually want to have like the forum where we talk about it. So I really wouldn't mind doing, maybe not even Zoom. I might use StreamYards and we just don't do it live. I pay for my StreamYards so I can have a bunch of us together depending on how many of us are together. Or I will set up Zoom and we just have a Zoom call. I'd love to have some questions and some dialogue. And the reason why I want to do that is everyone who reads that book has a different journey that they go through. And there's different things that they learn. And I like the idea of all of us coming together and talking about it so we can learn from each other, no different than what we're doing right now in this conversation, right? So I'm going to continue scrolling because I already know that the lady who is going to be building a restaurant in Toronto, because my kitchen to the right needs some love, Miss Mish Mish, if you're not already doing so, please give Miss Mish Mish 8 a follow. She is about to retire from the army around the corner. She has massive plans to build restaurants and she is an amazing cook. And when you watch her show, eat before you watch her stream. You've been warned. Because if you go in there and then tell me after you went to her stream and you were hungry, that's your own business and you put yourself in your own problem. I gave you the public notice, but you will definitely enjoy her stream. So Mish Mish, please be sure to give her a follow. Tia Baby, hello, sweetie. I want to steal your grandchild. Just saying. Yes, Rising Empress, welcome in. And yeah, again, I don't know who it is, but whoever the anonymous gifter was, thank you for gifting the community. And thank you for those who've received a gifted sub coming in to say hello and saying thank you. Really do appreciate that. Book recommendation, but I was kidding. I had no part in suggesting it for your book club. No, but you know what you do? You remind me every single time. Every year for the last couple of years, she has reminded me, have you read it yet? Have you read it yet? Have you read it yet? And I put it aside and I say I'm going to get to it, but I have not been reading as much as I used to. So I'm trying to fix that because, yeah, actually Cosmic Lab is a diehard reader. If you see her bookshelf, I'd like to grow up one day and have a bookshelf like hers. Let me just say, what you guys gawk over that I had behind me, that's baby weight compared to Miss Cosmic Lab's bookshelf. Yeah, you will definitely enjoy. The app Scrivener. So I will, I'll send you a message in Instagram, T. Dennis, so you have it. Yeah. We all need to get the books done. We do. You know what it is? 2024. I don't know if I like you in here, Cosmic Lab. I'm not sure if this is a supportive conversation that we're having right now. I would love to, honestly, I'd love to publish something. I think the things I was writing before, some of it is somewhat of a, actually, I'm not going to say that because that might, yeah, let me not say that. The things that I was writing before, there's a lot of them that I've been writing for years. And it was really just, I'm on the go train and my brain would just pop up with something and I would just pen down a chapter and then kind of put it aside. And then I pen another chapter down and I put it aside. I was doing it in Word. I was doing it in Notes. I was doing it in Evernote. I was doing it in my Notes app. And then I just said Scrivener because you can really play around with it. You can write scripts with it. You can write, like yes, there's a movie thought as well. There's all these different things that's in my brain, but there's so much panic to actually just take that leap, and whether it's that leap of fear or that leap of success, you guys have heard me say this before, right? To take that leap of faith and just dive in and do that passion thing that you want to do, it's never easy. But if we don't do it, then at some point we're going to look back and be like, well, why didn't we, right? Love Specialist, who is also another one who is very quick on the pen. If you're not already doing so, check her out on Instagram. I know she has a couple of Instagram pages. I don't know which one is the right one. She has a lot of things that she does. She does a lot of writing on her page. There's a lot of times that I read the different things that she posts. There's a lot of us that have a lot of these creative things, right? So I know that last week we're all talking about cameras. So Cosmic Lab has graciously given me her M100 and I finally brought it here, but I still have not taken it out of the case. It's charged and I still haven't used it. I take pictures on my phone. I'm not posting them. There's all of these things, the writing, I'm doing it, but I'm not sharing it. I'm sitting here and I'm talking with you guys and I'm getting to that point of confidence that I feel comfortable to share the words of the thoughts that's in this brain. I'm so glad that there's certain people not in here right now to make their little side eye comments. But the things that go on in my brain that I write on paper, those of you who see me and know me would be like, oh, that's what's going on in Tap's brain. Eh? That's interesting. Those who don't know me would have a very different view because they don't have an interpretation of what they expect me to write about. So yeah, so there's a lot of things in this brain that I've written and not published. More to come. Let me continue scrolling. So I bought Becoming as, I think it was one of those chapters 25% off deals. And I was just like, I'm not missing this. And I have Obama's book as well. And then I have her last book. I just remember that it says the word light and it's white, but I cannot remember the actual, I can't remember the actual title. But yeah. And those of you who are on Goodreads, be sure to check me out there. I have an old page and now a new page. Maya Youngstown and I just connected on there. So my goal is to start porting over all the books that are on my bookshelf as I start reading for 2024. I want to get reintroduced to the love of reading. I really appreciate that energy and that vibe of just reading a book. And sometimes, yes, it's a Zane book. Yes, I've read the 50 Shades of Grey. I've read Twilight. You know, I read James Baldwin and Toni Morrison. Like my book appreciation varies. So some of these books I'm obviously not going to bring to the book club. I'm not bringing Zane to the book club. So those of you who know who Zane the author is, we're okay. We don't need to do that. But it doesn't mean that I can't share that these are the books that I'm reading. So there's definitely more to come on that. Anybody else that I've missed talking about the book, please let me know. Mish, I hope you're having a fantastic day and evening. Please let me know the next time that you are streaming, because it's been a minute since I've been there. Okay, so your squishy baby, yeah, he's gorgeous. Yeah, yeah, and no, Cosmic Lav, I don't like the logical side of you, because you are a little too intelligent for my liking, and you force me to be an adult and a grown up and make big people decisions. But a lot of that I appreciate, because here I am. Thank you. Please send the app. Is it the writing app that you're talking about, the Scrivener app, Sharashi? Because yeah, I can do that as well. I'll post it on my Instagram page. That way, if I miss sending you a message, you won't come at me, because you can see it on my Instagram page. Let me keep scrolling. So I talked about the book club, February 1st, Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. That's what we're starting with. Hit me up on socials and let me know if you're interested. I will be hydrate. Yeah, hydrate. And then I'm going to shut this down. Absolutely shutting this down. It's that moment when you look in the camera, I'm just like I got, yeah, these curls are like everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So I want to do a study group, a book reading conversation on The Alchemist for Paulo Coelho. So I will figure that out by next week, Wednesday. So next week, Wednesday on the 31st, I believe it is, I will be here, and that will be part of the conversation. By then, I hope to have the bare bones of this is what I want to do. And I'll have the list of the people who are actually interested, that have already got the book, will get the book, to participate, and kind of go from there. So, Born from Music, Volume 10, returns on February 21st. The smile on my face right now, just thinking about this, that raid is just so special to me. Yeah. So on February the 21st, the Born from Music raid Volume 10 returns. I already have the lineup. As I turn off today, I am going to open up the WhatsApp chat and put the group together and let all of the DJs know. Nobody knows who's in it, except for maybe 1 or 2 people. So all the DJs will know who is together and what their times are. And then I will go to my flyer guy, who's like one of my #1 people in my life, and have him work on the flyer. And then I will share it with all of you. So yes, it will start at noon and it will wrap up at around 9. I'm trying to give you as much information that I remember. And then a month from now, The Light We Carry. That's it. Thank you. That's the other Michelle Obama book. In March, we will celebrate the anniversary of the Born from Music raid, and I already have that DJ lineup, and the times for that, I think I'm still trying to flesh out. I don't know how soon I'll have that flyer ready. I have time. That's in March. That is after Diamond Stone Love's birthday party. That will be in Pickering, Ontario on the 23rd. So be sure to keep watching all of my socials, right? Born from Music raid, soulbites.the podcast, Tap the Soul on pretty much everything. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, Goodreads, you name it, type in Tap the Soul. Chances are you will find where I am and what I'm up to. And I will continue to keep sharing and opening up and putting more conversation to all of you. Those of you who show up here every stream that I'm here, or whenever you can, or you're watching the replay, I will always say that I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm going to get ready to, you are streaming tomorrow at 8 p.m. So those of you who are not doing so and able to do so, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, Mish will be streaming. Please be sure to give her a check out on Go There With Your Belly Full and catch her. And then at 10 o'clock tomorrow, Maya Youngster will be streaming. On February 15th, I'll be on her channel. It's a Thursday. I'll be on her channel at 10 o'clock, where she's going to have a sit down with me and we're going to have an interview. T.E. Dennis turns on next week, Tuesday. To all of the DJs that are in here, I got love for every single one of you. I appreciate all of you. I'm actually always surprised that the DJs show up here because they know I'm not talking about music, but I appreciate them. My DJ family, I have so much love for you guys. It goes without saying. But on that note, I think I am almost there. I'm almost there. Pisces love. Yeah, Pisces are the best. And I'm glad that there's other people who aren't here to hear that. But my daughter is definitely a Pisces. So I look forward to celebrating her day with her. And the lyrics from Metro Mix are, "Your smile is making me feel good. Thank you for sharing." Always a pleasure to share. So, Apple Blossom. Okay, thank you. Oh, has it been on all this time? Oh, I'm so slow. Huh. Was it bad apple? Now that I've now that I've seen your message an hour and change later. This is why you have to make swift decisions when we have things going on. I'm not always supposed to be the responsible one, and Cosmic Love can tell you stories on all the reasons why. Diamond Stone Love, yes. Since you are here, let me just run through a couple of things on the screen, folks, just so I can kind of feel like I've done my proper closeout. And again, if you're watching the replay, and hopefully you didn't miss these dates, you won't miss some of the events. So on February 1, we have the book club. Talked about that, and let me take off the Oh, it was soothing. Oh, was it? Okay, I got to learn how to do that. I don't know how people do it where it doesn't drown out stuff, but that's good. So February 1st, we have the book club, right? Next week, Tuesday, we have T.E. Dennis, who is going to be on her channel. If we can give her a shout out, just so people can make sure that they're following that link. I don't remember what time. I think it's at 6. So at 6 o'clock, please check out T.E. Dennis on her channel as she does her official debut on Twitch. Because the diamond is still here, on the 23rd of March, please be sure to get your ticket for Pickering, Ontario. I don't have the link for where to get the ticket. I almost said something I'm not going to say. Please be sure to go and check out Diamond Stone Love's birthday celebration, The Legacy. This is the second edition. The first one was badass. I had an awesome, awesome time. So much love in that building. You cannot get enough love. So you think, but it was just a bustling of people and vibe and energy. You definitely do not want to miss this event. It's in Pickering, Ontario, as I said. The winters are not that bad here in March, but it might be a little chilly for those of you who are coming in from outside of Canada, but definitely an event worth it. There's a whole cast of folks. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Diamond Mood Swing, and Diamond Stone Love. You can get all of the details there, and you will not be disappointed when you get there. Let me do this. I think I have another one coming up. I do. So shout out to the DJs that sent this one over to me. They know who they are. Reggae on the Rooftop in Tampa on April the 18th. I believe it's a weekend holiday event. So this is on a Thursday, but there's a whole bunch of things that's going to be happening that entire weekend. So those of you that are in the area or a quick flight away or want to take a vacation, please be sure to check out Reggae on the Rooftop. All of the DJs that are going to be there are listed. You will enjoy this. A lot of these are Twitch DJs. A lot of them are part of the community that we are all a part of. So you already know what you're going through. Tampa Carnival. Thank you, Rising Empress, because me over here in Toronto with my, trying to avoid frostbitten toes and stuff. Yeah, I didn't even know what it was. I just know hearing that it's a Thursday that they're doing this, and that means the whole weekend everybody's going to be partying. Guaranteed to have not only this event, I believe there's some other events that are going to be going on. This is being brought to you by Oshante, who is Candy Girl. I can't remember her full name, Candy Girl 84. If you see her in any of the chats, please be sure to reach out to her. Follow up with any of these DJs when they're on if you want to get any more details, and they can give you more details, where to get tickets, etc., etc., etc. While I'm at it, let me do this. The podcast, those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to not only just listen, but please share it with your friends and family. Soul Bites, a snack from Tap. It used to be weekly. Now it's just whenever I sit on my couch and I have a moment, I share. It is unedited. There's usually some music playing in the background, but you will hear my air filter. You will hear the roads outside. You will hear me shuffling in the chair trying to get comfortable. It is a snack for me to motivate, inspire, stimulate thought, and to just be that little voice in your head when you just need to take a break or while you're driving or whatever you're doing. They're short, they're sweet, and they're just healthy snacks, healthy snacks, healthy snacks. What else is there? And today, we were here for Hump Around Wednesday. And as I put it here, motivate, inspire, and stimulate. That is what my focus is. Every time I turn on my channel, I want to know that I have motivated, I've inspired, I've stimulated, whether it's thought, whether it's action, whether it's whatever it is, whatever project you want to do. It is always important that we support each other any way that we can for all of us to keep moving forward in a way that makes sense. The word for 2024 has been for me, and I've said it before in previous streams, I said it before in a podcast, I've said it before on my Instagram page, refinement, the process of removing impurities or unwanted elements from a substance. The podcast I dropped this morning was just that. Appreciate where you are, appreciate what you have, and you don't always have to start new. Prime example, you guys who all know me really well know that my life has been nothing but teal. Teal everywhere. If you scroll through my Instagram page, 98% of everything I've had has been teal. If you're looking at everything I'm posting right now, I have modified my color scheme because I wanted to refine. I'm not trying to start new. I just want to refine. And sometimes the most simplest steps of refinement can feel like such a new experience that allows you to continue moving forward with what you are trying to do with whatever it is that is going on. So, and lastly, let me do this one because I'm going to forget, of course. On Sundays, I am usually here on Sundays at 8 p.m. And I always say when I'm late, blame the DJ who's playing on Twitch before I jump on. And that is DJ Smiles, who you just saw on the flyer for Tampa. And he'll be on some other things that's going on around these Twitch streets. When I jump on here at 8 o'clock on a Sunday, it really is just to spend time with you folks, to wind down from the weekend, get ready for the week. I try to keep it to within an hour. And honestly and truly, it really is. Let me see if I can get back to my camera because I can't get back to my camera. There we go. I'm back. Sundays at 8, I try to keep it to an hour. I understand that people have lives and kids and need to get ready for the workday. And it really is just to wind down from the weekend and get ready for the week. I usually have a topic. I do plan to go through the topics that I haven't talked about yet. There's some things I want to address again when we talk about acceptance and accountability and, the VIP of access and boundaries. I think that's always an ongoing part. I call this my soul wellness. It's self-help, it's self-nurturing, whichever way you want to call it. We're all at different points of our journey, and it really is just being able to come together and do what we're doing here and just vibe. And this man said bars. Dan Deeds, where are you located, by the way? I know that you were on my podcast, but I don't know where you're located. Please be sure to let me know if you are in the Toronto area or where you are around the world if you're comfortable. I really do appreciate and welcome that you are here. Thank you. And those of you on YouTube, if anybody's still listening or you are, oh, okay. Now I'm sitting there thinking, anyways, wait a minute, UK, so you don't sleep. You're one of those. Let me just say, Dan Deeds, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for being here. There are a number of UK folks that are part of our community. And those of you listening to me right now is just like, yeah, she's going to go there. There seems to be something with an allergic reaction and sleep. So now it's like, now hearing that you're shopping for a bed, I'm actually really impressed that you are here at this time of the morning in Manchester, UK, which I've been to twice. Welcome in and thank you for being here. But I'm pretty sure you should be planning for your sleep. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for taking the jabs I'm giving you right about now. You UK folk don't sleep. There's some DJs that are turning on. I'm like, why are you turning on? And it's after 12 o'clock in your world. And there's a lot of DJs and folks that show up here. And I'm thinking, you guys should be sleeping. So sleep is important, but I do appreciate that you're here. Thank you for being here. Please be sure to come again. I think that's it. I don't know if there's anything else that I have, folks. Is there anything else that I missed? The raid, the podcast, the book club. The rest of the week is ahead of you. And yeah, let me leave you this. As I tap out here, as we get ready to wind down, or in some cases, for those of you who are getting ready to turn up for the weekend, somebody posted earlier, I think it was Civic Roadrunner, where they no longer look at what day it is. They just appreciate every day. And a lot of us have said that as we are aging, getting wiser, etc. Every single day that we wake up, it's a gift. You've heard me say that before, and I will continue to say that. But also remember to pace yourself. It's not a race. Yes, we're all on a journey of some sorts, but it's not a race. If you need to take more time to do something to get it done right, take more time. Slow down. Smell the roses, as they used to always say. I think it's very applicable for all of us right now, whether you have a health issue or not. But we are at Wednesday. The weekend is around the corner. Take your time, pace yourself, and just enjoy every moment. Enjoy every single moment. If any of you need somebody for any way, shape, or form, I'm saying it. You have all of my social media stuff out there. Hit me up and let me know. I'll try to be there for you. And if I can't be, I'll find somebody else to redirect you to that can be there to support you. Accountability partners or not, I don't care. I appreciate everybody who shows up here, everybody who watches the replay, everybody who's on everyone's socials, every event that's happening that we show up to, that we go to. Time is precious, and we need to continue making moments and memories with one another and truly live life. So it was said on Sunday, and I don't know if it was Jinx who said it first or I who said it first. Either way, more for 2024. What does that look like for you? As you get through the rest of this week with a smile on your face, regardless of what's happening behind it, just think of what is your more for 2024 and how can you get it? How can you do it? Who do you need help from to make it happen? All of the comments that I'm seeing right about now. I saw you at Team Shelling event. Oh, you were gonna. So I'm gonna pin this because now I'm really curious on who are you. I saw you at the Team Shelling event. I was gonna wind up with you, but I was being appropriate. Nah, if you saw me at the Team Shellings event, you should have just come over and introduced yourself. So you had a missed opportunity to meet me in person officially. However, it was a pleasure to meet you, although I didn't officially meet you. And to those of you in the stream right now. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you know what? Now I'm really curious on who are you because I'm thinking, what do you mean you didn't? Thank you for being appropriate. But now that we've had this interaction, next time you know better. If I do show up in Manchester again, just hit me up. Yeah. It's not, we're big people. Hit me up. So, Apple Blossom, if you're still around, where are we rating to? Is Miss Vegas live yet? Can you let me know? See, and this right now shows that you really missed an opportunity because you could have had this moment in person live with Rianne's rum punch. Oof. Yeah, it would have been, there would have been a whole bunch of fun that would have happened. And maybe it's better that that didn't happen because then people like Metro Mix would have had, video moments of catching me misbehaving. But yes, Diamond Mood Swing, it is always a pleasure. And thank you for being here. To all of the folks that show up, I always say it, and I think you guys know, I'm not just throwing words because they sound nice to say. It is a pleasure having each of you show up here every time I turn on for us to rock out and vibe. So, Apple, I don't know who we're going to raid out to, but we need to find someone to raid out to before I carry on and misbehave anymore with Dan in this stream right about now. You enjoyed the space. Yeah, Rising Empress, please be sure to join us again. We are back again officially on Sunday at 8. I'm usually a minute or two late, depending. DJ Smiles' fault. He's going to really come for me one of these days. But I always say it because that's usually where I am before I turn on here. And it's because I need that mental transition to get ready to be here and socialize with all of you. So we are Teen Jam. Photos still look good. Never mind. Apple Blossom, please find us someone to raid. Dan, pleasure to officially meet you. Spotlight is raid to Spotlight. He's lit. Yeah, we can do that. It's been a while since I've seen. I don't know. Is it Grinds that's on or is it Bandit that's on? It's been a minute since I've been there. It'd be nice to make a visit. I think he's probably gonna raid out. We might get some more time out of him. Bandit is on. Yeah, you know what? It's a humping around Wednesday here. It only makes sense that we go and hump around. Men, sorry, but I'm just going to call it for what it is. We're going to go hump around with Bandit. So ladies, you already know what you're going to get when you get over to Bandit. If you can please start the raid message, send out the raid message and start the raid. I want to thank you all again for being here. Hit me up on my social media, TaptheSoul everywhere if you're looking for me. And I will see you all on, there's a oh no happening. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we're going to not worry about that. Apple, if you start the raid, we're good. And just, I'm going to trust wherever you send it. So if you can send it to Bandit, that would be awesome. Yeah, we're on our way over there. To everybody, I want to say thank you again. To the DJs who put your times in the chat. I will try to see if I can catch you when you're turning on. Everybody who is streaming, not streaming, doing your thing. If you're posting stuff, tag me. I'll repost your stuff. I'm wishing everybody peace, love, and blessings. Have a blessed rest of night. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the Twitch streets, on my Instagram channels, on the podcast, on the YouTube replay, and back here at Sunday at 8 p.m. Take care, everybody.